Hello, my name is Derek Johnson with Tatango.com. Today I'm going to be looking at an RCS business messaging demo from Mobile World Congress, shot by the GSMA. This one is from Booking.com. If you're interested in watching the original video, the description below will include that link. So this is Booking.com RCS messaging demo.
Good morning, this is Jan Saan from CM.com in the Netherlands. We are back again at the Mobile World Congress. This time it's in Barcelona. This is the Booking.com.
Now, right off the bat, a lot of cool things happening here at the top of the message. So the first thing you're going to notice is that there's no short code here. It's actually the brand name that they're using. So the short code has been replaced with the brand name. So in this case, Booking.com. Now, behind that, you'll also see that there's a color, which is blue, which is Booking.com's kind of primary color. This is by design. Booking.com can select what type of color they want in the mobile messaging experience for the consumer, which just kind of makes it more kind of feel familiar to the customer and it kind of keeps with the brand that is messaging you. So if you're or if you're RCS messaging, I guess you would say, Bank of America would be red, and then Booking.com would be blue, and 1-800-Flowers would be purple. So you'd have kind of all these different experiences, and they look, on point in terms of the design of the brand and the feel and kind of the experience. Now, another thing you're going to notice is that little icon on the right-hand side. That's actually a verified icon, which means that this message is actually coming from Booking.com. This is not a scammer pretending to be Booking.com, which can be very valuable for things like booking, travel, but even more valuable for things like when a bank communicates to you and, needs feedback or needs, to know if a transaction was valid or wants you to call them. So the verified little badge there is going to be pretty powerful. You'll also realize below that there's a huge image. Now, while you can send images and videos and GIFs via MMS, you can't send as high resolution of videos or images or high definition images as you can with RCS business messaging. So this is another advantage RCS business messaging has over MMS and definitely over SMS, because SMS you can't send any images, GIFs, or videos.
Home case, verified brand Booking with a few beautiful
nice
cases
image, as you can see, big.
How to engage with their end users in telling them that their bookings are actually confirmed and giving them much richer experience in what they expect from their properties.
Now, as you can see on the phone, actually, where it says, "Hi Sam, your booking has been confirmed, so you're all set up for your trip," you'll see that on the left-hand side there's actually an icon, a Booking.com icon, and it's blue. Well, normally with a short code, so SMS or MMS messaging, you're going to see like a little face there, and it's a very generic default image. It's not branded for the brand. That's something RCS business messaging allows that SMS and MMS does not.
The main thing that we have to tell our...
Now again, here is kind of the top of the message. You'll see the Booking.com logo. You'll see more information about the company, including the company name, and then kind of a description of what the company is. This is going to be great when you get text messages and you're not sure exactly who it's from or why you're getting them, where in a short code message like SMS or MMS, you have to really explain it in the message. This is actually going to be included kind of in the top of the message. So this is not actually in the message itself, it's more in the header, kind of like a from line in an email. It's giving you more information as to who this message is from. And again, it says verified. And then if you actually click the info and options, it's going to open up another screen with more information about Booking.com. This is going to include how to report spam. So let's say they're text messaging you or RCS messaging you without their permission or without your permission. You can report spam. It's going to have additional information like contact information for Booking.com if you click that info and options link at the bottom.
Customers of Booking.com is that the trip is actually confirmed. Further on, you can see that the resort, in this case, has a specific check-in and check-out date, which is very important to tell these end users to make sure that they arrive on time and give the ability to them to make sure that they can add this to their agenda or X.
And as you can see here, a lot of RCS business messaging, I think, will be very similar to SMS and MMS. It'll be, text-based, and there'll be images, which is not that much different than what currently MMS provides or even SMS. As you can see, it says keep your confirmation. There's a link to the cm.com. All of those things are available in SMS and MMS. It goes to RCS messaging when they start including high definition images. You got the quick replies, the suggested actions, the custom branding, the verified sender. All of those things are unique to RCS business messaging.
Actually contact the Booking.com customer support via chat in order to make sure that they have the right information. Also, pictures of the properties are important to them to make sure that they have the very best experience to see what they.
And this thing that he has right here, which is interesting because it's not an image, it actually is an image, but then there's actually information attached to the image. And this is what they call a rich card. And it's essentially an image plus some information that you can include all kind of in the same message. So as you can see here, this is like a check-in, check-out type informational message with the image. You could see where these could be really valuable for boarding passes or coupons, where you don't just want to send the coupon in an image, you want some additional information at the bottom there.
They are actually going. This one is a trailer in the middle of nowhere, so it's very important.
Again, another rich card here. All that information is within the same message.
End users and the consumers go into the right place.
I'm going to stop him here. The things at the bottom you're seeing here are call property, open in maps, and install app. So actually these are what we call suggested actions. And this is an RCS business messaging term. A suggested action is essentially a button within an RCS business message that will do something. And in this case, it's going to open up the calling application on the phone and call this Booking.com or maybe the property, open in Maps, or they can actually even click the install app and actually open the app on their Android device. Now it's important to know that RCS business messaging is only supported by Android devices right now. So you will not see a demo like this on an iOS or an iPhone device.
When they need to go somewhere, or even call the property to contact them for further questions. The other very big thing for Booking is that it's still driving installing the app is a very important thing for them to give it even better.
One thing I've seen that's really cool is if he actually had more than 3 suggested actions, it actually, you can like swipe across and swipe this way and it will show you more suggested actions. So that's a really cool experience if you have more than 3 suggested actions.
Better and richer experience for the Booking customer. So in the near future, we will also be able to facilitate payments within this flow, which means additional things you want to buy within your.
That's really cool. Again, as he said, this is in the future, but this is kind of where people are thinking RCS business messaging or just messaging in general is going to go. Once it gets payments, it gets really, really interesting for brands because you can really do the whole customer experience from exploration to purchase to post-purchase, all within the messaging channel, which would be pretty amazing.
Your traveling will be able to be bought by using GPay, Google Pay, by just a slide of one button, and it's very easy access into your payments. Currently this flow is live and up and running in the US on the Sprint networks. We hope that our customers and the customers of Booking.com are very happy with this flow, and we're looking forward to spread out these services through the rest of the world.
So great example from Mobile World Congress, from the GSMA, from Booking.com on how they're going to use RCS business messaging to make sure that people have the information once they book their experience. And then if they have issues or if they want additional information about the property, they have those suggested actions that give the consumer the information that they need when they need it. Again, my name is Derek Johnson with Tatango.com. If you want to see this original video, look in the description below. We have that link there. But that's it. That's an RCS business messaging demo from Booking.com.